Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today for another process video. This video I am actually doing for National Scrapbook Day 2015, or I should say International Scrapbooking Day 2015, because it takes place all over the world. But anyways, on one of the Facebook groups, two of the Facebook groups, Hannah, and I don't know if I'm going to say her last name right, but I think it's Lemieux, she suggested that maybe we should do kind of like a video hop instead of a blog hop. So that's what we were all kind of doing, and we're doing like the song "My Favorite Things" from The Sound of Music, and you could really interpret literally, or you could pretty much do it any way you want. There's no real rules. So this was not the layout I intended to use for this, but since my younger daughter got sick, I have not had time to scrapbook anything else. So a lot of you have probably already seen this finished layout on Facebook. I apologize, but I guess life happens. So anyways, I am using a lot of stuff from my March hip kit, as well as my stash, because I did purchase some other things from the Crepe Paper Craft Market collection. And so I pulled out a bunch of the embellishments, and I should mention too that I'm using a sketch that was on the Victoria Marie Facebook page. So I used that sketch, and I stayed pretty true to it. Changed it a little bit, but for the most part followed it. So I cut a little banner piece to go underneath my photo, and I matted my photo on the flowered piece of paper. You can't really see it much in this video, but I did mat it on that, and then I started picking out all of the embellishments from the ephemera pack that I thought I might want to use, and I will build a big embellishment cluster that goes all the way across the top over the top of the photo. So I started putting all those embellishments in and just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with those, where I'm going to put them. And so that one is actually from Pink Fresh Studios, and that came in my hip kit. And it's not going to make it on the layout, but I kept trying to see if I can make it work. And that Happy one also is from Pink Fresh Studios, and I'm just pulling out some of those to see if I want to use any of them, but none of those are going to end up making it on the layout. So now I'm looking at the Craft Market stickers, and those were not part of the kit. I purchased those separately. But I was looking through some of the stickers to see if I might want to use any of the stickers on there. And I will use one of the stickers down below, and I might use one up top. I can't remember. But so anyways, I'm just looking through all of the stuff that I have in my stash and my kit, and trying to see what I want to do. And I did pull out that blue sticker from the sticker sheet, and it says Play, Laugh, Grow. And I really loved that sticker. I saw somebody else use it, and I love the way the navy stands out with it. So anyways, I'm going to get my photo and the banner all stuck down onto the layout so that I can start building my embellishment cluster. And here I go with the sticker again, trying to figure out if I'm going to stick that down. And I'm going to come back to that later on, but eventually I will use it. I go back and forth throughout the video. When I get sick of working on one area, I go to the other. So I love that little flower cluster that was in the ephemera pack, and I'm going to use that. And I pulled out that one tag. I love the tag with the glitter on it. Unfortunately, it's not going to make it onto the layout, but I'll use it someplace else. So. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, that's right. I wanted something kind of round to put in there. And I'm not going to use that piece, but I am going to pull out another round piece that I'm going to end up using. And I'm going to use that piece too, which it says I love it on there. And that was an exclusive die cut in the hip kit. There we go. This is the circle that I end up using. It was a little bit smaller than the other one, so I cut off a little bit of it, and I'm going to put that there. You're not really going to be able to see much of it or what it says, because it's going to end up, I'm going to put a sticker on it, but it's fine. I just needed something there to fill in that gap. And I didn't want everything to be like straight across all tags or things like that. So I am now looking at the chipboard, which that did come in the kit. And that one says you plus me, I believe. And I thought about using that one. But then I switched and I went back to one that says good stuff. And it had pink in it. And I just kind of thought that that balanced it out a little bit better than having the darker colors. So I am going to add a little bit of adhesive to that and then stick that down. And then I keep working on my clusters. And I do put that was an exclusive flare in the kit. And right now I set it aside, but I will go back to it. And that little heart is as part of the Craft Market collection. But it did not come in the kit. Those little cork hearts, they came in the kit. They're really cute. And I'll end up using some of those too. But here I go. I keep trying to build my cluster because it's going to end up going all the way across the page. So I pull out one of those little pieces there. It's kind of like a journaling card or a little journaling spot. So I use that and start sticking other stuff down now because I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. So I'm like, I need to commit. And I take those flowers and I'm going to put dimensional adhesive on the flowers and pop them up just a little bit. And that will also allow me to stick little tidbits underneath the flowers to the left of the flowers. So I'm going to get that stuck down. And I don't stick it down really hard though because I do want to be able to stick stuff underneath if I want to. So I just kind of sit it there. And I'm trying to fiddle with the cork heart and see if I might want to put it there. But one will end up over there and one's going to end up over on the right side too. But not in the same exact spots. So I did pull out that little pink circle and put that on there. And it had an ampersand on it, but that gets totally covered up for the most part. And there was a little circle that had a 2. And so I thought, well, I'll use the 2 because it's my 2 daughters. And they happen to be 2 of my favorite things. Which obviously if you watch my videos, you know that because almost everything is them. So, I know right now I'm looking at the ephemera pack and looking through all my stuff. And that little die cut, it just says hashtag photos. And that was an exclusive die cut in the hip kit. And I'm going to end up using that. I'm just trying to get my placement there. So, there we go. I moved that 2 down and I put that photos little piece there and I'll end up trimming off the extra on that. And I'm going to stick that one down and then I think I will go ahead and put the little cork heart down. Yep, I'm gluing that down. So that pretty much takes care of the left side. So now I move on to the right side and I decide that I want to do some more flowers on that side. So I put those down and I end up putting a little bit of dimensional adhesive under the leaves because I want to pop those up and be able to stick stuff underneath. And then I pulled a sticker off of the sticker sheet from the Craft Market collection, which I will use, just not yet. But it says collecting happy moments. And I love the colors on it with the navy and like the mint green. So I find this awesome glittery ampersand and I love it, so I go ahead and glue that down and there you go. I stick the dimensional adhesive on that little leaf, pop it up some, and then I'm going to put that sticker over there and kind of have it hanging off the edge and I'll go ahead and trim it. And I know like these ephemera packs, a lot of times they have nothing to do with your layout, but I'm okay with that. They just look pretty and we all like pretty, so it works for me. So there I'm going to stick down another one of those cork hearts. We got a lot of those in our kit. It was a really generous package. I believe those were from Freckled Fawn. So there I go. I decide I'm going to use that flare. So I get that stuck down up top. And so now I'm just going to trim off those pieces that are hanging over the edge. I had to do that on both sides. And now that I've got that done, looks like I went ahead and put the stuff on the bottom of my page. I used that sticker, and then I also used another piece off of the chipboard sheet, and it says "Pretty Awesome." And I put one of those little cork hearts down there too at the bottom of the banner. And then I started working on my title, and I did struggle a little bit with my title. I cut out a lot of it from this video, or it would have been much longer. I'm not totally happy with the way the title came out, but it's okay, and I can live with it. But I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I kind of struggled with the one Craft Market letters, because I wish they were a little bit taller. They're just kind of short, and I happen to like tall letters right now. But anyways, I'm sticking those down with glue because they were not very sticky. And then I used the Amy Tangerine ones to do happy. And I made the mistake of sticking them on actual plastic instead of wax paper to get my placement, and so the backs were peeling off of all of them. So I just, whatever was still on the back of them, I just peeled it off and then put the adhesive on there, the glue on there, and stuck it down. So, and then I used those other Craft Market letters again to spell out girls. And I got those stuck down. And I don't like all the gaps I've got there, like between the line of ephemera and then the title. So I've decided I got to fill that in with something. So I think I'm looking now to figure out what I'm going to do. And I decided to use some of the puffy stickers from the collection, and these were in the kit. So I use the hearts. I use just different ones, some of the larger ones and then some of the smaller ones. And I just filled in different little areas and added a couple of them around. I'm just taking a look, so what else should I do? And so I had the enamel dots. I decided to put some of those on there as well. And those were in the kit, I believe. So I put some of those down. Really no rhyme or reason. But I liked that tealy turquoisey color and the gold. So those are the ones that I used. There were some pink ones too on the sheet, but I didn't feel like the pink really went well with what my kids were wearing. So, and then I, of course, have to put some of my gold color shine on there, which I have a brand new bottle somewhere because that bottle is running out, but I do not know where I put it, so I'm going to have to be on the hunt for it. I've already looked in all the places I would expect it to be and can't find it. So anyways, it'll pop up eventually. So I'm going to give you some close-ups of the layout, and then I'll have a still shot for you at the end. And I will post in the comments all of the other people who are participating in the video hop. So I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great National Scrapbook Day.